Hi, David Maley here, and today we're going to talk about how many times you can actually cut wheatgrass for juicing before you really should go on to your next batch. And so what I'm showing you here today is I've got two big pots. I tend to use bigger pots rather than flats now, and the reason being is there's more soil underneath, so it grows better and for a longer period of time. This one right here on the left has not been cut yet. As you can tell by looking at it, it's nice and green, it's ready to be cut. The one on the right here has actually been cut one time, but it looks fuller and actually better than the one on the left. And the reason being is, on the side here, you'll notice next to the wheatgrass are some little sprouts here. And those are clover sprouts. And clover puts nitrogen back into the soil. So the wheatgrass uses a lot of nitrogen and nutrients from the soil. And with the clover here, I can actually grow the wheatgrass a whole lot longer and cut it upwards of even 5 or even 7 times because of the clover. And it makes it greener. Here's one down below. This is an example of a third cut on wheatgrass where there's no clover in it. And you can see here it's already about spent. There's a little couple shoots in there. It's turning kind of yellowish and brownish, and it's not worth even bothering with anymore. So this one you can kind of get rid of. But if you look at this, you grow a little clover on the side and it puts the nutrients back into the soil that are used up, really fast by the wheatgrass, and it grows thicker and much healthier with the clover. Now what I use when I do grow wheatgrass is I use soft white wheat. You can also use hard red wheat, it doesn't matter, they grow basically virtually about the same. And you cut it about right here, about that height. This one's already been cut one time. And then what I'm using here is, on the side here for this clover, is Dixie Crimson Clover, which is one of the best clovers to have. And that you can also, it's edible, and if that gets in with the wheatgrass, it's fine. It doesn't hurt anything. It actually makes the wheatgrass juice taste even better, in my opinion. But so if you look at it, if you're doing it with just flats, a lot of people use like cake pan flats, you're going to only get maybe 2 cuts, possibly 3 out of it before it starts, to where you have to replant and reseed and start over again with new soil. Now, if you use clover mixed in with the wheatgrass, you will get actually 4 or 5 cuttings out of it, even in a flat, if you use the right amount of clover. But I like to use pots because the roots can go deeper, get more nutrients in them, and it tends to look a lot healthier. So for juicing, generally speaking, if you're going to use a pot like this, that's a 12-inch, about a foot top high pot, you're going to get probably 3 to 4 cuttings out of it, maybe even a little bit more. But if you use clover in it, you can get upwards of 7 or 8 cuttings out of it. So that's where you have how many cuttings you can get out of clover and wheatgrass, and making wonderful wheatgrass juice to improve your health and make you feel better, improve your immune system. Thanks.